1798. Yeah, if y'all are not scared to hear, as black people, hear someone say they're going to do something from 1798, because they're talking about rescinding citizenship, even for legal people, and that's what I was saying to you the other day, Mo. You were saying that your parents are legal. I'm like, no, you think white folks don't break? They won't give a fuck about that. They will ship people out of here who are legal, because at the beginning, the middle, and the end of the day, as you would say, they want this country to, and they are in a panic. They do not like the fact that Hispanic people are very close to becoming the majority in this country. They do not like the fact that black folks have been struck, and I can't even say started because we haven't. Just because we have successful and educated black people, it does not mean that the gap is closing, because it's not. But they don't like it. And when you talk, even in Georgia, if you guys didn't watch the interview with Kamala and Roland Martin, it's about 35 minutes, 40 minutes. You should watch it. It's on his YouTube channel. She talks about her plans specifically, all the things that she wants to do. But I was reminded in that conversation, I completely forgot all about this. They have policies and laws now in the state of Georgia that you can't even take snacks, water, or refreshment to people that are standing in line. You remember how those lines were really, really long when President Obama was running? And they don't even want you to be comfortable in the line. So it is illegal. Like if you're in the voting line and I want to bring you some water or bring you a little folding chair for you to sit down, that shit is illegal now. They are doing everything in their power to try to make it difficult for black people to vote. If they did not want, if voting didn't matter, they wouldn't make so many efforts to try to stop us from voting. You know, I mean, it's just, we really got to be educated about it. Early voting did start today in Georgia. You have my little thing up there? I cast my ballot today.
I'll be up in the morning at 8 a.m.
Okay. Early voting is the best way to go. I was in and out of there in 10 minutes.
Oh, I gotta go vote.
Y'all
voting?
10 minutes.
Hey.
We really gotta start thinking about it.
I'm off, you guys.
We really
Finally.
at the bigger picture.
I got so much shit to do.
Here that we put up.
So much shit to do.
Black men, which again, what I was trying to communicate the other day is, she's never outlined until now specific plans for black men.
Damn, I wish I would have got wax.
Because you know she can't.
I wanted to go. They pissed me off. Like, I need to find no shade to the Asians. But I'm tired of giving y'all my money. Y'all fucking respect me.
I did it. All right, so we have provide 1 million loans that are fully forgivable, up to $20,000.
No shade, but I'm so sick of giving y'all my money. Y'all do not respect me as a person, as a black woman. I don't give a fuck what y'all say.
Including
what's this?
Teachers, because we already know that there's a shortage of black teachers. You guys know that.
So I was ready to go. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do my own eyebrows when I get home. Because I'm tired of giving y'all my motherfucking money. Y'all disrespecting me all the fucking time. Like,
currency investments, so black men who make them know their money is safe. Launch a national health initiative focused on illnesses.
Hold on.
That disproportionately.
It's been a minute since I brushed my hair.
Cancer is one.
Whew.
Prostate cancer is one. One of the things I said here before.
But yeah, like, okay, so when I first went in there,
I want to see black,
you know, I wear my natural nails. I don't wear fake nails. So when I go in there full set acrylic, and I'm just like, calm down, mamas. I just want hard gel, which is a fucking thing. She like, no, we don't do that. You could just do Gel X. So I'm thinking Gel X is like, you know, maybe they just put something over your real nails. Like, at the end of the day, I don't want fake nails. So I'm like, yeah, just, you know, clean it up, push my cuticles. I want a manicure. Actually, when I first went in there, I'm like, I want a manicure. And she already cut me off. Was like, oh, fake nails? Acrylic? And I'm like, no, like,
Cause she's so.
So she threw me off, but I told her manicure first, manicure pedicure.
So then the last thing
and I always get gel or whatever. So she just did it, but she didn't cut my cuticles. She didn't give me the manicure. So when I'm just like, where's the manicure? I asked for it. And she's like, oh, well, I could just push it back and I could cut your cuticles. I said, but it's going to be a gap. Why would I want you to do that? I don't know. That pissed me off. Like, I'm going to go in on it. But I got so much shit to do right now.
Marijuana convictions. And look at how white folks are making money off of dispensaries and shit now. But when our black asses were making money off the bars, selling it, it's a problem.
Oh,
but
shit,
now,
yeah.
it's a dispensary and it's all legal now.
I might have to put it here.
Some of the things, and then one of the things that I did not mention the other day too was eradicating the Department of Education. That a lot of people need that head start.
I need to do my eyebrows, but it hurts. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts.
And again, I mentioned the other day when I said to you, and I wasn't being funny when I said this, but when I asked you and G, do you guys own a house? The thing is, rent keeps going up. It keeps going up. She's talking about putting a plan in place so there's a cap on rent, so that it doesn't keep swelling and people can't afford it. You know what I mean? You have so many people, so many young folks that are in college that want to get an apartment, or just out of college who want to get an apartment, or just out of high school who just want to get an apartment. They can't qualify for an apartment trying to make 2 or 3 times the rent. 2 or 3 times the fucking rent. If the rent is $3,000, what 18, 20-year-old making $9,000 a month? So they need their parents to co-sign, and in a lot of these instances, their parents can't even afford it. Can't even afford that, can't even co-sign for that. You know what I mean? So there's a lot at stake. It's not just one thing. There's so many things. And then again, they want to continue to do student loan forgiveness for people who have these huge college bills, these loans from college. So again, it's just something to think about. I need you guys to vote. Again, in Baltimore, you want to say yes to question F as in Frank. And then in Georgia, there's 3 policies that they got on there. The answer is no to those 3. No, no, no. The question where it's asking yes or no, it's no for all 3.
Remind me of that, because I'm on my way into it in the morning.
Right.
To do it. I'm doing my early voting now.
Right.
So that I don't get caught up into that.
But yes, please check to see when early voting begins in your state. Question F, somebody's asking, is relative to all of that waterfront property at the harbor. A guy that I went to high school with owns a black guy, owns a lot of that property down there, and they're trying to prevent him from developing that property, basically, is what they're trying to do. But if he had been white. But check your voting to see when early voting is in your state. It started today in Georgia. The best thing to do is to try to vote.
Oh yeah, I gotta do my makeup. I'm gonna do my makeup.
The same as your voting poll.
But I gotta take care of my eyebrows because it's been a minute.
But I was in and out of there, and it was a short little line. It was a very short line, probably maybe 8 or 10 people in front of me. But just make sure you go and vote. It's important.
Well, it's important for you to vote. I know yesterday I know things were heated, whatever, but it's important for you. It's very important for you to vote. And not just voting for yourself, but voting for the people that you love.
Yeah.
Voting for the things that, again, you asked us a dire question Sunday. You said to us, if there was nothing that had anything to do with LGBTQIA on her agenda to protect, would we still vote for her? And we said yes, because we said yes, and we said yes because
there's still too many other things.
There's too many other things for other people that we love
to ignore. Because again, like I mentioned the other day with seniors, as it relates to diabetes. Now you know how many black folks got diabetes, the sugar. They've capped it for seniors that your insulin is only $35 or less per month. But she's trying to spread that across all people, not just seniors, a cap on pharmaceutical drugs, period. So you gotta think about people who are strapped for money and they may need anxiety medication, children who may need Ritalin or whatever types of asthma medication, you know what I'm saying? So it's bigger than just the top layer stuff that most people keep talking about.
Yeah. Like we know for a fact, and if black men who are out there voting against themselves because of the economy, you're not gonna, you're in danger, nigga. When I hear immunity for the police, when I hear form my own militia,
Yeah, that's great.
when I hear form our own militia, I remember during Hurricane Andrew, how the military was on our streets. We had no lights, no water. The military, I was like, oh my God, how the military was on our streets with fire on it, telling us to get inside of our home. Yes, I know they were doing that because they were trying to keep people control. But who the fuck want the military to be able to just roll up on you and fuck you up?
And then just think about when black folks were protesting, all of these unarmed black people that were getting shot and killed back to back to back to back. They had the fucking National Guard out there. What do you think's gonna happen if this motherfucker gets in there again?
You're not listening. I don't understand how no one is not hearing the gentleman say, after this, you won't have to vote anymore. So if you're not voting anymore after this, that screams dictator. That screams no more democracy. And Mo, I know that you're African, but Craig and I are African American. We're black Americans who our ancestors died for the right to vote, died for so many rights and freedoms that we sit back and cross our legs on and be like, oh, child, I think about that. And I challenge you as a black person to be teleported back in time and live a week, a day, an hour in that time to where, yeah, we niggas now, but we was niggers then. And then the time before that, we was niggas. It's a scary thing to think that we could be reverted back to that.
They're definitely trying. And it started with all of this rollback of DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion. And then there were initiatives in place for black women entrepreneurs. There was all this funding available for black women entrepreneurs. They snatched that up. They're trying to cripple black people. They're trying to.
And I hear when G and I talk, and I hear you when you and I talk, bro, and I hear y'all banking on, oh, the Constitution is saying they ain't gonna do that to the country. This nigga has how many felonies?
Right.
This nigga has 34 felonies and is running for the president of the United States. You can't tell me what they won't do against the Constitution.
Right.
This is a convicted.
Correct.
But you couldn't do it if you were a convicted felon.
You surely could. And then one of the other things that they talked about, Kamala and Roland Martin in this interview, they talked about how he tears up Trump. He really speaks down on cities that are predominantly black, or they have a black mayor. Predominantly black or black. He just tore up Detroit, Chicago, Atlanta, DC. He tears up these cities. He talks so horribly about these places because they're mostly black populated, or they have a black mayor. They discussed that in that interview as well.
Yeah, and he's saying, I'm your white savior.
And he said in a clip, I forgot to put it up. He said in the clip, do you want the black president? He said, do you want the black person for president or the white one?
I think y'all want the white one.
Right, he said, I think y'all want the white one.
He was so hurt that Obama had those 2 terms.
Oh, yeah.
He was so hurt that Obama had those 2 terms.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He was so hurt. Could you imagine being in a position and having so much money as a billionaire, but not holding the most powerful seat in the land, in this land? And then when you get it, it's like, yeah, fuck that nigga, Whitey's back.
Hey.
And then I saw something today. He did a rally at Coachella, which is in the middle of a field in California. He bussed those people out there. There was a bus to take them 5 miles in. And they couldn't get back because what they were saying was a lot of these people are leaving his rallies while he's still talking. So they shuttled these people in and then didn't give them a way out until it was done. And then some of them still couldn't get it.
We just saying, we listened to you Sunday. We heard just like there was a lot of heat, a lot of conversation. We still live this place in love and things like that. The people drug you by the back of your neck
And that toenail.
and that black toenail. And you got through, but it was just the fact of the matter. It was just listening to like they were dragging you because it's very much so. Oh, we love you. You a nigga. You a nigga. Yes, the economy is fucked up. Yes, the shit is fucked up. Yes, you financially hurt. I'm financially hurting a little bit. Craig is financially hurting a little bit. You financially hurting more than average. And you like, but if this happens, we are really, really fucked.
I can do my makeup now.
There's no more. You might well just say, "Big mama and daddy, let's go." Voluntarily. Let's just get out there.
All right. My eyebrows look good now.
You're doing these fat shows.
Oh, girl, I'm gonna fly in for the Fag Talk shows and then hit it back on out. Girl, what's the next date? All right, I'll see you back. But I ain't got to live here to go on tour.
I can't uproot my mom. My mom ain't even really gonna go for it. But it's just like I'm gonna be working 40 times as hard to make sure her medicine rolling here.
Right.
Or bitch, am I even gonna be able to work? Like, whoa, you work for me. If you understood the dangers that I'm in, it will be illegal for me to even exist.
Right. Amen. That's what I'm
Just because, that's why, bitch, I gotta make sure all my shit stays up. Even though it do, I gotta go through a make sure I gotta do it too.
Right.
That it's F.
I know that's right.
Like you would, it ain't gonna even be work. Because it's gonna be illegal for me to even exist. It's crazy. It's crazy. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we done got down here. We gotta leave it 6 o'clock. Is something you wanna do? Crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Somebody sent this. They said we need to start. Where is it?
Which one? What are you looking for?
It was like Ford singing.
Oh, here, right here.
Okay. You're on a road trip. You normally listen to one of these artists.
One of them?
Only one on a road trip.
Luther?
That's mine
Yeah.
too.
Because I don't know what Lionel Richie is, I just call,
That's it.
I don't remember Lionel Richie.
All night long. Yeah. Well, yeah, the Commodores, all the music with the Commodores. I said Luther is first, but yeah, that's him.
Bye, Lionel.
I'm doing Lionel after this.
Let me do all this content that I need to do. Then I'm gonna come back, straighten up. We're gonna do a very bright under eye.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just want to end